Yo, welcome back to the channel, y'all. We got some good news and we got some bad news. Good news is we got some legendaries over the weekend. Bad news is the video got corrupted. Really annoyed by it because we got some serious champions. We pulled, I don't know. Originally, I was gonna save the 6,000 gems that I did been saving for the new Gear Raid 3 frenzy that there's gonna come out with the less amount of energy to be used, the discounted energy, right? For Gear Raid 3. I was going to use it for that, but then I saw Hex was for 10 times, so I had to pull. So I ended up using all the gems I have, all the shards, legendary summons I had for Ancient and regular, so these two right here. I used everything I had, and this is what I got. So I ended up getting Kai. That's the first one. Kai is pretty solid. I'm excited to use him for Gear 8 or the later stage of Gear 8 3. I'm a 19 right now before I got him. I'm using him for 19 when it comes to the power dominance and all that, kind of to see his abilities and see if I do like him. I do like his traps. I like his ult. He's pretty expensive and he's kind of slow, but he could definitely hit hard. So just being able to put enough speed from what's it called, substats, to be able to increase that ability, so he's able to push up, because right now he's at 3.5 his normal attack interval. 2 seconds is pretty solid, but I had to get some solid speed on him. And then this is a build that goes to a different champion, but I wanted to kind of see how it kind of played out. And he's definitely nice. I like him. He's interesting. His ult is ridiculous. His ult actually does some serious damage, and I like it. The only, like I said, the only probably big negative is his expense, but we could definitely work around that, right? Then I end up getting Pelagios. I am so excited for this Poseidon, Aquaman, Sharkman. Like I'm so excited to use him. He's like the only very few, I think, marksman that actually does magic damage. It's awesome. And I actually got him and another legendary within 12 ancient summons that I've been saving up for this day, which was 2 days ago when I opened up all my shards. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And he is ridiculous. I'm excited. I put him in Gear Raid 1 to kind of see what he could do, just to see his abilities, physically be able to see his abilities. And his ult, I think is his ult or the whirlpool that he does. Yeah, this one. The 70% chance to actually trigger this. It's like Shamir and Aeon together. So Shamir puts this like whirlpool where it kind of slows you down, and it's very similar to that. The only thing is like Aeon kind of brings them close to that spot. Um, when her ult that she does is very similar to that, except it's like Shamir's, and when it brings it in, it just starts doing crazy amount of damages. It's ridiculous, and as you can see here, it's summoning every 12 seconds, and I think that's what it technically is. But I only used them for I think 2 runs, so I didn't really get to fully watch them because I was doing other things. But I kind of was glancing over once in a while, kind of seeing his abilities, and he is interesting. I seen that no one has really talked about him as much because he's rare to pull. And as you can see, there's about 100 accounts, give or take 130 accounts out of whatever, plus the people who probably haven't actually posted anything about him. So maybe about 200 people out of the whole world actually has him. So understanding that whole ordeal, right? Like I'm very excited to actually have him. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, if you kind of scroll down, I haven't built him out yet, is Elder. I also got this one, which is kind of wild, and I'm a little upset by it. Like, he seems awesome. I haven't even used him or anything, but the only thing I'm upset about a little bit is this is my other Northerner Lord. I have all of them now, I think. All 3. Yes, I have. Oh, sorry. Well, actually, Dagna. Yeah, I get her all. Yeah, I get her all the time. So technically, I've had all 4 Northerner legend or Northerner lords, right? And he's awesome. King Hearts and Elder is really cool and everything, and he's just a King Hearts version of an attacker, I guess, or more of an offensive version of him. I'm really excited to use wannabe Thor over here. I'm excited to use him. I just don't know where to exactly use him besides maybe artifacts raid, right? But I was looking on here, gear raid 1 seems interesting. Guild boss might be something I'd be interested in using. Gear raid 2, that's interesting. Faction trials obviously in Tide, you're right. But like outside of that, guild boss might be interesting, and then gear raid 2, that's something I'll be looking into, because I do want to push to 20 and 21, because I did get to 20. Oh, and I actually haven't made a video in a hot minute, so because of life, right? So gear raid 1, I actually got to 20. The other ones I'm at 19, so I'm slowly getting there, right? But now that I got Pelagios, and then I'm slowly continuously upgrading Boreas and everyone else, like things are panning through. I definitely have a lot of great champions. I still want a Hex though. I wanted Hex, but I'm happy with what I got. It's just I have a lot of great champions. Just I don't have a lot of amazing guild boss champion or guild boss slayers, like the top 10, top 20 or whatever. Like I have some of them, but they're all the epics, not the legendary. So I kind of was aiming for Hex to be able to pull that off, but at least I'm still 2 king Nightmare 3, which at the end of the day, that's very important. I'm able to get 2 keys out of this. I'm doing about 14,000 damage right now. So just continuously pushing. We have a lot of stuff to open. I'll be probably streaming in a little bit here. Maybe today or tomorrow. We'll see how everything goes. But yeah, no, I just wanted to show you all what I pulled. Besides that, I think I got an extra hollow, which was pretty cool to be able to awaken her a little bit more. I also got a few other champions. Let's see. Oh lord, my bad. We also got some other epics, as you can see down here, that I haven't done anything with. I'm probably gonna sell L'Oreal because I already A5'd her. I already A5 Theowen, yeah. So I'm probably gonna sell them too. Because I'd rather sell them than use them as food when I'm constantly, making food, making chickens, or whatever term that you want to use when it comes to upgrading. So yeah, I already have a lot of these, so that's why I'm going to be pushing that. I think I have Titus A5 also. A4, okay, we can go A5 on this one, right? Wrong button. A5, what does this do? Inflict burning, okay. But yeah, one other thing that I haven't talked about either was my stone, my soul stone. My soul stone, I don't know what to do with that. I was originally gonna put it on Boreas or Comet, but then I discussed it on stream with War Guides, and he brought up an amazing point that I should maybe using it towards champions that I know I won't have a chance to get an A1 out of them at all. Now Boreas and Comet is pretty rare, but it's not as rare as maybe him, right? A Pelagios, a Lord, right? It definitely is some champions that most likely I won't get a second copy of. So understanding that, but for this, restore additional 10% rage, I think that's big time, but I don't think that's enough for me to use an A1 on him, to be honest with you. Yeah, as great as he probably is, I don't see that. That's originally I was going to use it for Hex, or use it for any guild boss champion that I was going to use, but that didn't pan out, right? Arbor was also in that conversation, but I think I'm going to hold on to it like he was saying, and kind of just be patient and wait for that champion that definitely could be humongous for this account. But like I said, I am kind of tempting off of some of these lords and everything else, but none of them are super overly tempting besides Comet and Boreas, but I'm not going to use it. But like I said, that's something. Sadie, yeah, I got Sadie in the last one, never mind. But besides that, yeah, I mean, we were able to get some A5s on some epics, and yeah, that's all I really got. It wasn't a crazy amount, but I did go through it. I'm a little sad because I wanted to use the gems to continuously push on gear raid 3 to get as much amazing gear as possible and everything else, but it was Hex. I needed a pull for Hex, and it was something I was willing to risk. And as y'all can see, I have nothing. I'm still pulling, so I'm just gonna keep doing it, even though my pity is at 64 since the last Lego I got. I'm gonna probably keep going because you never know. I've gotten very lucky in the past before, as you can see on this account, and so I'm just gonna keep going. If I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. It's something I have to try. It is Hex. I've been wanting Hex since he first came out. I pulled everything I had on my other when the other time showed up on this account, and I didn't get Hex, and so I was a little upset by it. And I was like, I'm gonna save everything I have, and now he's back, and I'm pulling everything to possibly get him. I'm hoping I can pull, but I gotta continue the grind. I think the only real last opportunities I have on this account, or my main account, my only account, is pulling for this parts right here. That's all I really have left to do, is to be able to try to push to get some of these legendary summons from these sections. That's all I can do, right? Okay, I gotta finish this. Okay, I need to finish that. Okay, but yeah, I appreciate y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.